So, before we get started, I'm going to describe to you a scene that I played through today. And
On what?
so I recorded episode 11 of Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. And, things get insane. So I'm going to...
I'm familiar with most of the games, so
Okay.
just go for
I'll
it.
explain a scene to you.
But I think I may know what scene it
I think
is.
you probably do. And when I describe it to you, you'll probably know within seconds what I'm talking about. And okay, so basically, what we got going on here is we got Espella, who's going crazy because she's like, oh, I'll pretend to be the Great Witch so that the witch trials will stop and burn myself alive, which is already a dumb plan because if you're not the Great Witch, then it's not gonna fix anything. But alright, sure, you're noble in your endeavor or whatever. So she takes Maya out of the cage.
You're trying.
So she takes Maya out of the cage and she puts Espella steps into the cage in her place. But instead of the guards taking Maya down immediately so that she can't do what she's gonna do in about 3 seconds, they just leave her there, and then Maya decides to turn into Mission Impossible Ethan Hunt and leap off the balcony, across the floor, in her baggy spirit medium clothing, like an action hero, then grab onto the cage, climb up onto the cage, and then pulls the cage open from the inside. So she reaches around to the inside of the cage and pulls it open. Why didn't why do people not just open the cage from the inside if it's that easy? So then she says, hey Espella, jump over to that hanging chandelier over there with really dangerous candles. Oh, okay. So she leaps off of that one, grabs onto the chandelier, and then instead of Maya following suit, somehow the guard leaps over to the freaking cage, and then he throws Maya in the cage instead of saying, hey, how about we just arrest you? No, you're gonna burn because I don't know, maybe they thought she was a witch because she's Ethan Hunt now, so she's just like, alright, I guess you gotta burn. So then Espella drops down from the stupid chandelier and she does an Iron Man landing position while Phoenix is being Batman and beating the shit out of all the people in the room. And then, as the cherry on top of this madness, when Maya gets put into the cage, they seal it shut with a bunch of metal walls so that she can't get out. Which makes me wonder something. Why didn't you do that when Espella got into the cage so that this couldn't have happened in the first place? And then they burn Maya, and now we're here, and Phoenix Wright's Batman, and Espella's Iron Man, and apparently Maya's Ethan Hunt because she just leaps across the 20 feet with her baggy clothing and grabs onto a cage and climbs up and lets her out.
Okay, so I missed part of that because my internet cut out.
It probably made more sense that way. It's actually so much worse than that because since yesterday, I've found even more problems with that batshit crazy scene. Wait! What? What? Wait! Oh! Now we have... It's been 3 seconds, game. It's been like 3 seconds. Okay, so... The other problems that I didn't mention in that little clip right there are, first and foremost, how exactly does the game think... Okay, so, why did they not just pull the lever immediately as soon as Espella got into the cage? Also, why would the knights try to even... If they were just trying to capture them, why did they bother to jump out to the cage at all? Like, literally just block the exit and they can't escape. They can't go through the exit door if they all just huddle up on the door. They cannot overpower them all. So, basic logic escapes this game. Also, Maya was already detained inside the cage, so there was no need to pull the lever, but they did anyway. And don't even get me started on how Luke somehow managed to figure out there was a secret passage in a courtroom he hasn't had adequate time to explore. But now we have another one. Because sure, Luke and Espella found their way through some random secret passage, but how the hell did Phoenix get out of there? He was subdued by a bunch of knights who would presumably want to arrest him for, I don't know, contempt of court or treason or whatever. So how exactly did he get out of there? Oh man, and the hits just keep on coming. Everyone's in an uproar, so where do we go from here? I'm truly sorry. It's my fault. Yes, it is your fault. This all happened because of me. That's not true at all. It's not your fault, Espella. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, Luke, did you say something? Huh? Yeah, that's right. Espella, it's not your fault. You shouldn't blame yourself. Mr. Wright, Oh, Luke, you do not get to be the authority on stepping on other people's toes, Luke. Oh, really? Mr. Wright, Well, anyway, at least we managed to save you, Espella, through a series of bullshit. But because of that, now Maya believed you. That's why she wanted to protect you. Which, by the way, obviously we know that Maya's alive because this game takes place before Apollo Justice, so she's obviously still alive. But I cannot wait to see how this game desperately tries to justify how she's now immune to fire. Like, that's something I would expect from Layton. Like, you drop Layton in a pit of fire. If you dropped Layton in a pit of fire, I'd be like, alright, he'll survive. He can literally do everything, so there's no stakes. But with Maya, it's like, how are you gonna finagle your way out of this one, game? That settles that then. Okay, let's get moving. We're bound to get caught if we stick around here any longer. How did you get, how did you, I was thinking maybe we could go to Patty's shop. You mean the first place they think to look for you? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Gonna guess it's probably gonna be Miss Darklaw. My, you certainly managed to get yourselves into quite the predicament. That voice! Oh, never mind. Inquisitor Barnum! Please wait, Inquisitor Barnum. Arrest me, lock me up, I don't care. But these two have nothing to do with this. Take me, I'm the one you want. No way, Espella! None of us are at fault here. We're not the ones who did anything wrong! You are accomplices to the Great Witch Mozilla and have assisted in her escape. In a manner of speaking, you have been branded an enemy to all of Labyrinthia, and yet somehow Phoenix was able to get out of the courtroom despite being subdued by like 30 guards. Yep. Okay. But why? This one isn't the Great Witch. Why can't you understand that? Then I must ask you, why do you continue to deny the clear allegation that this girl is Mozilla? That's easy, because we believe in her. I know back in the courtroom I said I didn't believe in Maya, but deep down I believed in her. Liar. We all did and we all still do. Luke, that's why I'm going to stand strong. I'm going to stick by Espella's side no matter what. Is that so? By the way, Sir Blue Knight. The loss of Maya Fey is fake. You have my deepest sympathies. Really? Your deepest sympathies? While such bedlam was indeed unexpected, we should have done something more to— Yes, you should have! Basic common sense skills would have helped you prevent that. Inquisitor Barnum, I proved Maya's innocence. I admit indeed you did. And yet, the last I saw, she was being dropped into a pit of fire. Tell me, Inquisitor, does that seem like justice to you? All witches are to be cast into the flames. That's the law of the land around here, right? But Maya wasn't a witch. How do you explain that, Inquisitor Barnum? Please explain that. It is truly regrettable. What occurs in the courtroom is my responsibility and mine alone. Responsibility? Fine! Then take some responsibility right now. Magic exists here, right? Well then use some magic and bring Maya back. Cast a spell you need to cast and bring her back! There exists no such magic. I cannot undo her death. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. 'Tis my blame to bear. Although I will say, like, okay, it's really weird, because this game, it's like the writers are constantly fighting each other, because on the one hand, you have the courtroom sections where it's very, very clear rules. There's a very clear section of what the magic spells can do, which is good. That's competent writing. If you have clearly defined rules for your magic system, then you can still have stakes. You can still have a good story. Because you understand the stakes, you understand what can and can't be done, you can use that to develop your story. But if you just go higgledy-piggledy, anything can happen, or there are no rules, then there's no stakes anymore, because it's just like, okay, then why don't we just revive her? Or whatever. So, it's like, clearly the Ace Attorney writers are doing something competent there, but then you have the Professor Layton writers over here doing like, oh, higgledy-piggledy, the wall, they get stuck into a book, and the wall's massive, and it's just, there's no consistency with anything ever. It's like they're constantly fighting each other. Oh, Phoenix is awesome. No, Layton's awesome. Da 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 da. And it's just, and it's not. The thing is, it's not even a result of the characters themselves being like, no, I'm better. No, I'm better. It's a result of the writers being unable to decide on whether they should be working together or being like, yeah, Layton is so much better than everybody else at everything. It's just, oh my god. Okay, just stop it. You knights all are always ready to get rid of those different from yourselves. Just get out of my sight. I said go. Isn't his job here to arrest Luke and Espella? Isn't that the whole reason he came here in the first place? What was that? I think I heard something come from the main gate. Guards, come take a look at this. Mr. Wright, those voices are getting closer. At this rate, we're... Exit through the main gate. What? Okay, you're helping us now. Huh? On the outskirts of the city, you will find Rouge's Tavern. You should be safe there. Why are you helping? Go now. You will be caught if you stay here. This will all be for naught. Luke, Mr. Wright, let's go. Yeah, right. Mr. Wright, are you coming? Okay, let's go. Well, I mean, it was pretty much inevitable, so I guess it makes sense that he would be helping us out. Okay, escape to the marketplace. Sure. Let's go. I don't... If I had played this game earlier this year, I probably would have felt... Like, I obviously would have had a much more emotional reaction to that scene because Maya got burned alive. But I know that through some bullshit she manages to survive. So now I'm just like, please game, please try to explain to me how you think she's gonna survive. I cannot wait to see. It looks like we made it to the forest. I can't see those lights anywhere. I think we'll be safe here for a little while. Yeah, in broad daylight in the marketplace? Yeah, great. I'm sorry for all this, Isabella. What are you sorry for? If we just headed for safety right away, we wouldn't be in this situation. Mr. Wright, I need to apologize to you too, Luke. For what? You've been trying your best this whole time to get Isabella out of here safely. It's my fault those knights are on our tail and probably... How is it... Oh my god, it's all Phoenix's fault. Phoenix is incompetent. I get it. Phoenix is shit and Luke and Layton are awesome. Thank you. I got that, game. You don't need to constantly remind me. But I wouldn't say all is lost just yet. I mean, there's gotta be a way to bring Maya back. I'm sure we can find a way. Come on, Phoenix, you have to keep it together here. These two need you now more than ever. Clearly they don't. Clearly they're just awesome on their own. Well then, how about we make our way to the tavern Inquisitor Bonham mentioned? Yes, that would be Rouge's Tavern. I can show you the way. Huh? Miss Bella, you know the place? Oh yes, it looks a bit scary, but I've never been inside it before. I come to this side of town often to do my shopping, so I passed it a few times. I think Miss Mary's goat farm is around here as well. Is that right? Okay, it's just this way. Let's go. Right then. Let's get going, Mr. Wright. Yeah. Hey, Luke? Yes, what is it? I just wanted to thank you for earlier. You really helped me out. What do you mean? See, I get it now. I'm not the only one who just lost someone important to them. Okay. Phoenix, Layton is a golden statue. That can be fixed. Maya got burned alive. Bit of a difference there, friendo. Although, obviously they're both gonna be revived through some bullshit. I can't wait to find out. I believe in the professor. He would never be beaten by something like magic. Yeah, the almighty, powerful, godlike professor would never be beaten by being turned into a golden statue. So all we have to do is find a way to undo the spell, right? I see it. You know, you're right, Luke. The professor will come back, I'm sure of it. That's why all I can do for now is keep moving forward. It's what any true gentleman in training would do. Yeah, I get it. Okay then, let's go. Right. What's wrong, you two? It's over this way. Hurry up. Oh, sorry about that. We're coming. Seedy Alley. Okay. Well, let's head to Seedy Alley down this way. Whoa! Luke, what's wrong? Sorry about that, Spella. I just tripped a little, that's all. Is this a potato? Let's see if we can put this back into the basket. Wouldn't want anyone else to trip over it. Crikey, this place really looks like it's seen better days. Hey, what's with all the racket? Someone's coming! This ain't no place for kids. Why don't you types run off and find somewhere else to play, huh? Oh, it's you! Huh? Oh, you're that lad from yesterday, ain't ya? Is he an acquaintance of yours, Luke? Not just an acquaintance. This lad and the bloke in the dark hat, they're my saviors. Them two really saved my hide yesterday. These two pulled my fat out of the fryer right when I needed it most. I guess that's one way of putting it. It's alright, Isabella. This man's a really good person. Oh, that's right, lass. Old Cutter has a face you can trust. Hang on. Where's the bloke with the dark hat anyway? Oh, well, you see, the professor, he... Something muddy and pleasant must have happened from the looks of it. How about we take this conversation inside, eh? When you say inside, that wouldn't happen to be Rouge's Tavern, would it? Oh, hey now, didn't think you'd know about a place like that? I bet you must be quite the heartbreaker with the lasses. That's not it at all. We just have a bit of business to take care of there, that's all. Alright, just pulling your leg, lad. Well, if you're looking for Rouge's Tavern, you're standing right in front of it. It's the brightest house in this road. You can't miss it. No worries, though. I'll head there with you guys. Thank you very much. A new destination has been added to the map. Tavern. Can we just go straight in there? Yes, we can. Enter Rouge's Tavern. And away we go. Wow, it sure is lively in here. It certainly is, even more so than I thought. It's so cheerful, everyone seems to be having a good time. Seems to be having a good time, but in reality, they actually hate everything. See, it ain't just the shadiest of the shady that hang about here. Well, you do get the occasional rabble-rouser every now and then, but for the most part, everyone here is good people. You'll find the head honcho herself over behind the counter. Why not go introduce yourself? Okay, I'm assuming that's you, although you're not behind a counter, you're just kind of standing in the middle of, okay, I thought it was pointing to the table for a second, but no, it's leading to the way we came in. Okay, let's talk to you. See what wonderful, oh, boss lady, I come bearing customers for you.
Turn the volume down before you scare away all the customers. Use your indoor voice, remember? Customers, you say?
Now, I sort of sprung this on you, and I know they're just a bunch of kids, but that lad there's my savior, heart and heart. So do me a favor and just get the lad a juice. It's on me, just put it on my tab.
I don't care about that. Did you take a look at that girl? What the heck were you thinking?
Eh?
Do you have a loaf of bread for a brain or something, you fool?
Huh?
That girl is suspected of being the Great Witch Bazella.
Bazella? Are you joking? I didn't know that.
Now see here, it's not Bazella.
We were the ones who proved her innocence and cleared her of the charges. Which is technically not a lie. See, boss lady? The lad agrees she's not Bazella. And besides, I knew the girl was innocent from the moment I laid eyes on her.
Cutter, your judgment is about as reliable as paper shoes in the rain. What I'd like to know is who told you three to come here in the first place.
It was Inquisitor Barnum.
Really now? So it was him, was it? You guys, listen, don't say a word of this to anyone else, you hear me? It could make life very difficult for our dear, Inquisitor.
Ah, right, got it.
I don't know what he expects me to do with you guys, but fine, I'll lend you a hand,
she said begrudgingly.
You can stay here for the night. There's an empty room you can use upstairs. We don't exactly get the cleanest types, or cleanliest types staying here, so forgive the mess. Should be good enough to sleep in, though. Thank you very much!
We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Don't get the wrong idea, kiddos. This place ain't a charity. I expect you to return the favor someday.
Yeah, we're gonna be out of this book soon enough, so don't count on it.
Phew, I'm sure glad Rouge turned out to be such a nice person.
I don't know if I go that far.
Yeah, Mr. Cutter and Miss Rouge are both very kind. It looks like we can rest easy for now, right, Mr. Wright?
Yep, and I guess we can take this time to do a little sleuthing too if we want to. But we should probably rest while we can. Tomorrow's gonna be a pretty hectic day.
That's an idea I can get behind.
Okay, I'm assuming the sculptor's room is the room that we'll be sleeping in. So let's head upstairs, and away we go. Oh yeah, that looks like a bed I'd love to sleep in. That definitely doesn't look like it's gonna fall apart at the seams the second I lay down on the mattress.
This must be it. So this is the room Rouge was talking about, huh? Oh my, it's quite unique, isn't it?
Is that a statue in the corner? How very avant-garde.
That statue looks a lot like Mr. Cutter, doesn't it? Hey, I wonder if he made this himself. Not only is Mr. Cutter very nice, it seems he's quite artistic as well.
I don't know if I call this art, per se. Anyway, it's just nice to have a safe place to rest for a while.
Uh-huh. We did so much running about today, I'm totally exhausted.
I think we can plan out our next step in the morning. Let's try and get some rest. Yeah, good luck sleeping on those rickety beds. You probably have a better shot at sleeping on solid rocks. Maya. If only I'd been able to save you. Well, if anybody in that courtroom had thought for even half a second, she would still be, as far as they're concerned, still be alive. It never would have come to this. Just great. I should be ready to pass out right now, but I just can't fall asleep. I'm a little thirsty. Maybe I should go grab some water. If you can find it. Again, though, I have to ask, why is anybody ever surprised by what happens? If their destiny is literally spelled out in the storybook pages, then why is anybody ever surprised by anything that happens? It looks like the party's over. Everyone must have gone home by now. I'll just grab some water and head back to the room. Okay. Grab some water, they said. Talk to Rouge, the game says.
What's up? Can't get to sleep?
Yeah, I'm absolutely beat, but I just can't keep my eyes shut.
You don't say.
Looks like you've got your work cut out for you cleaning up this place. Do you need a hand?
Nah, it's fine. The house rule is you make a mess, you clean it. But those dummies couldn't keep their eyes open. I'll make them clean up in the morning.
Huh? So, hasn't everyone gone home?
I couldn't exactly let them go home in that state, so I shoved them all upstairs for the night. This is both their home and shelter. I mean, don't tell me you can't hear the loud snoring from down here.
And here I thought that was my stomach growling this whole time.
So, must have come down here for something, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. I came down for a glass of water.
Alright, you have to earn it first. You win in my game and I'll get you any drink you want on the house.
I could probably just go. It's water. It's water. I could probably find it myself. Did you say game? What kind of a game?
Silence!
Whoa, now that was totally unexpected. Really sorry if I said something wrong.
Now don't you go getting the wrong idea. I only drew this knife to use in this puzzle I've made for you.
Take that, Layton. Phoenix is gonna be solving your puzzles now. Just to get a glass of water that I could probably very easily get by myself, but okay. Slide the red chalice to the bottom right-hand corner of the table. Use the knives to bounce the red chalice across the table. The direction of the slide depends on the angle of the knife. Be careful not to deliver any green chalices, as the cups switch places when they hit each other. One of the chalices slides off the table or green chalice is delivered to Phoenix, you'll have to try again. Okay, so will they bounce off it, or does it just follow the path? Also, okay, so it starts from that direction. Okay, I'm gonna switch the screens around so you can see this more clearly. So I'm assuming it starts going from left to right. So the first thing that it'll hit will be the one up top here. Well, obviously we need to flip this one around so that it can be reflected. Okay. Well, okay, so I think so. If that does that, it's gonna bounce down to the bottom. So we gotta flip this one. Unless it... Wait, can I just... No, I can't do that. I was thinking I might have to... Okay, so the end game here is we have to get it to the arrow. So it has to hit the bottom one on the bottom right and go straight to the arrow. So it has to reflect... Can it go through green chalices? I don't know. But it has to hit the one above the bottom right probably coming from the left. So let's try to get it going in that direction. So it goes there, and then it'll rebound up to the top. And then I'll send it going in this direction. Can I do a circular thing? Like this? And then just keep it moving in a circle? Maybe. I think this might work. Yeah, I think that works. I think this works perfectly. Maybe. I think I mapped this out properly. Let's see if this works. I will switch the screens around so that yeah. Because I'm assuming it's going to slide up down there as well, or slide across both screens, so I'll put the full screen up here so you can see this. Let's hope it works. That's not, you know what, it worked! It worked anyway! It worked anyway! Alright!
The answer here is obvious. Puzzle solved. Take that!
Was not aware that was gonna happen, but it worked anyway. I did not realize that it was going to bounce them like that, but you know what? It worked, and we're not gonna question it. Success! If you're looking for a tougher challenge, try chalking to Rouge. She's bound to have art puzzles sitting around somewhere. Okay, so this is gonna be the incremental type puzzles that we've come to love so much from the original Professor Layton trilogy. Lovely.
Okay, not too shabby, Tiger. Well, a promise is a promise. You can have any drink you want, no charge. Refills included, just say the word.
It's a glass of water. That wasn't necessary. Thank you, I think I'll take you up on that offer.
You earned it, you know. Never saw anyone around these parts take down a puzzle like that so fast. Ah, if it was pure luck, trust me. If you want a puzzle expert, oh my god, you can't have anything. You can't have anything. You can't have anything in this game. Nothing. It's all Luke and Layton. You know, for someone so young, he's got a good head on his shoulders, that one.
Yeah, and the ability to find random secret passages, too.
Looks like he's been through a lot.
Yeah, he sure has. He seems to be in good spirits, but deep inside, he must be hurting really bad. He just lost someone very dear to him, but he's trying so hard to hide it. Then there's Espella. She had a new accusation thrown at her and is again at risk of being burned alive. And Maya. I can't stop thinking about how her death is complete. How the hell do you figure that? That's why I need to be stronger. But I can't. I just feel so hopeless. I'm the only one who can protect Luke and Espella, but I'm scared. I'm scared that what happened to Maya will happen again.
Maya, huh? I wonder what happened today in court. She seemed very important to you.
I'm alright. I'm just not sure I can protect those two. More than that, I just don't want them to think I might fail them.
You want to protect them, and don't want them to think you'll fail, huh? That all sounds well and good. But you want to know what I think? I think you're just telling yourself what you want to hear.
Huh? What do you mean?
I think the words coming out of your mouth right now are downright selfish. What are you... Have you taken a second to step back from your wallowing and think about how worried they must be about you right now? So it's hopeless, huh? You think those kids are hopeless too? Psh, don't make me laugh. You want to see hopeless? That's easy. Just take a look in the mirror. How do you expect to protect those two if you can't even manage to get a hold of yourself? It's okay. I get it.
I really wish I played this game sooner. It's clear to me now that playing the Professor Layton trilogy did absolutely nothing to save me from the insanity of the Professor Layton sections of this game. So I really wish that I played this game sooner, because if I did, then I would obviously have no way of knowing if Maya was actually going to be killed off here. And this music. It's like a music box. A gut-wrenchingly somber music box melody of the Turnabout Sisters theme.
That's why the first thing you need to do is just accept it. Accept it all. The sadness, the remorse, everything. Honestly, I don't blame you for expressing out just how hard this whole situation has been on you. Who could?
Luke and Layton could.
I
can never forgive myself for letting this happen. I couldn't do anything. Not a single thing. I did nothing to help Maya at all. Maya, she gave her own life to save Espella. If only I'd been quicker. If only I could have done something. Maya would still be... She'd still be here by my side. It's all my fault. Luke! Go away! Not your time, Luke! That was probably the best scene in the entire game. Like, it actually builds off of Phoenix's character because Mia died as well. And he maybe doesn't blame himself, but because of what Godot said to him, you know, he might feel a little bit of responsibility, or maybe not responsibility, but it's like Mia's death still hit him really hard. So it's just like this situation, because obviously we know she's still alive, but Phoenix doesn't. So the fact that he witnessed her die before his very eyes, I imagine it's probably hitting him harder because of what happened to Mia in Turnabout Sisters. So the conversation between him and Rouge, the dialogue, without a shadow of a doubt, the best scene in the entire game so far. Especially because we have this incredibly somber music box rendition of the Turnabout Sisters theme playing in the background. Really, really good stuff. And now Luke's here to mess it all up. And Espella!
Oh, Luke, what are you doing here? Espella, what are you doing up at this time? I couldn't sleep. I thought I'd just get a glass of water.
Yeah, well, good luck with that. You gotta solve like 10 puzzles first.
Huh? Who's that over there? Is that Miss Rouge and Mr. Wright? Oh, hey, we should head back to bed, Espella. Well, we haven't heard us out tomorrow after all. You're right.
So much for that glass of water, I guess.
Mr. Wright.
I mean, that's just... I'm actually incredibly impressed with that. That scene was really, really good. Man. It's clear to me which sections of this game were handled by Professor Layton's writers and which scenes were handled by Ace Attorney's writers. It's blatantly obvious which team got which scene. Because some scenes are like batshit crazy off the walls insanity like the finale of the last episode, and then some scenes actually have heart and emotion and character behind them, and it's just like I was hoping that Shu Takumi and the Ace Attorney team would be able to help bring Professor Layton's insanity down to reality, but it seems like they're kind of influencing each other. Like the Professor Layton writers are injecting insanity into Ace Attorney, and Ace Attorney's doing what it can to keep things kind of grounded and if nothing else, they're trying to put the heart into it. They probably gave up on making this actually make sense. They're like, we can't save them. They've dug themselves too deep a hole with the story. But they're trying to put character and heart into the story, which obviously Professor Layton has almost never done. So they're trying. They're doing what they can to save this game. So credit where credit is due. That scene was really, really well written.
Mr. Wright!
Oh, sorry, Luke. Did I wake you up? Is the spell still asleep?
Yep, she sounds like a light. She must have been really tired.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright?
Hmm?
Starting tomorrow, I'm going to give 210%.
Whoa, where'd that come from all of a sudden?
I just want to help you stay focused, Mr. Wright.
Luke.
I'm sure with a spell enemy on your side, we can take on anything that comes our way.
Because if it's us against the universe, we win.
Is the puzzle out there tough enough to stop the likes of us?
Ha, no puzzle too tough, huh? That just sounds like the Luke I know.
Aha! I guess it does, huh?
Luke, you really helped me. Luke did nothing. Rouge. Good God! They can't give anything. Luke said nothing, but Rouge had a heart-to-heart, and suddenly Luke gets credit. Wonderful.
That I am!
Let's give it our best, Luke, as an ace attorney and an ace apprentice. Right you are! Alright, so why do you say we get some rest, huh?
I'm all for that. Good night, Mr. Wright.
Good night, Luke. It's getting better. They're trying. I must admit
The next parade is the most crucial one yet.
Like, here's the thing. This is... I can't fully judge the story until we know what's going on with Labyrinthia, because I would have said that Professor Layton and the Curious Village made sense until everything got revealed, and then it just became insane. Unwound Future was kind of similar, and Diabolical Box was probably the strongest, was probably the story that made the most sense. I say that hesitantly. But it had a payoff that actually felt earned. So I can't really judge the story of this game until everything gets properly revealed, and then we can judge it. But based purely on what we've, like, the cases so far have been really well written. I have to. Okay, let's because I feel like I've been maybe not too negative isn't what I'm looking for, but I have been, like, I'll never say that I've been too critical of something, because every time I criticize anything, it's always from the heart. Like, I don't make a habit of criticizing things just for the sake of criticizing them. So if you hear me criticize something, it's because I believe the things I'm saying. So it's not like, I don't want anyone to give the impression that I'm just hating a game just to hate it. I know it may sound like that sometimes, and I apologize for that, but that's just like transparency from my brain out my mouth as to what I'm saying all the time. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break here, just like kind of clarify some things. The cases themselves so far have been really, really well written, with clearly defined magical rules. The backstory of Labyrinthia is interesting, but what little pieces of backstory have been revealed so far seem like they can be set up for disaster. Like, why Espella believes the things she believes, what are the rules of the witch trials, and they don't make any sense, and things like that last cutscene just blow everything out of proportion and just sandbag any sense of realism right out of, so maybe not realism, logical consistency right out of this. So, character-wise, it's annoying when Luke and Layton just are the best at everything, and Phoenix and Maya are crap. But there are moments, there are small moments when the character shines. Maya and Luke working together. Phoenix having a heart-to-heart with Rouge. Phoenix grieving over Maya. Inquisitor Barnum helping us out. There are those moments, those short, brief moments where character really shines through. And it's getting better with that. It's getting better with that stuff. So, like, I don't hate this game so far. I'm cautiously optimistic because there are parts of it that are amazing and there are parts of it that are not amazing. So we're just kind of hoping that when the backstory, we'll know more when we know what's going on with Labyrinthia. And when that happens, I'm really hoping that it doesn't go off the walls insanity like the previous Professor Layton games have done. So anyway, speaking of backstory, I think we might be about to get something right here.
Yes, my lord, I understand.
I leave the rest in your hands. Please take care of Espella.
Yes.
You have had to endure much thus far, but understand that the end is near.
We're in the end game now.
Indeed.
I mean, we might be. I don't know. I don't know how.
Oh, I see.
I have no idea how long this game is. So, we may be in the end
Is
game.
that a hint of contempt I see in you, Inquisitor Darklaw?
What was that?
I must rest.
Okay, then. That was weird.
What a foolish man. You will know soon enough. Soon you will see the advent of a new story. And you will pay for all of your mistakes.
Huh? The advent of a new story? I wonder, what could she be planning? It's true. Strange things have been occurring within the story.
Oh, really? You don't say.
Such as the storyteller making Espella Cantabella his own daughter, a witch.
And that's the other thing, is like, if he's in control of everything, why would he ever allow his daughter to be put in this situation? First off, because he made her the witch, and second of all, because he allowed her to be put on trial. Like, if he has this much control, why would
he write such a thing? Something is not right. Should I investigate further?
Alright, seeds of a backstory. Good morning, Luke and Espella. Did you guys sleep alright?
Yes, thank you. I slept very well.
Me too, I'm recharged, ready to get started, Mr. Wright. It looks like Sloan's got plenty of rest last night. Somehow, in that bed, whoever's sleeping on the top bunk must have drawn the shortest straw in the world. Okay, guys, let's decide where we should investigate first.
But it would probably be safer if we avoid getting into the town center for now. That's right, Inquisitor Barnum did say there was nowhere we could hide.
Alright then, let's just stick to this area and see what information we can find. That Great Witch Mozilla has to be a pretty important part of Labyrinthia's history.
Right you are. I mean, she is called the legendary Great Witch. I'm confident something can tell us something.
Yeah, there's bound to be a clue out there somewhere that can shed some light on this thing.
I think you're right. Detective Accidente mentioned some things about Labyrinthia in this letter to the Professor, too. He wrote that this town is shrouded in secrecy, and where there are secrets, you can bet there are clues.
We should investigate this area first. There are no knights patrolling around here. I guess they really do avoid this part of town, huh? I'm sure we can get a lot of information from the townsfolk.
Now that you mention it, isn't this near where Spella had the run-in with those two guys? Yes, it is. It's about halfway from the marketplace. Then in that case, I think there's a possibility we'll find someone with a connection to what happened. And that means more information on the witches for us.
You got it, Luke. We've got 2 weeks to gather as much information as possible.
Oh no, that's right!
What's wrong, Luke?
I didn't mean to startle anyone. I just forgot to mention. The next parade isn't actually in 2 weeks.
Huh? It's not?
That no-good storyteller changed the date of the parade by writing in his book. He just changed it there right in front of us.
He rewrote the story? Then when exactly is the next parade?
Well, it's sort of actually today, Mr. Wright.
What? What? Did you just say today? Oh, yes, one minor note here. Annie's birthday party's been moved to today. Next thing we have, man, talk about time slipping away.
I think they're already starting preparing for the festival. It looks like it might start this evening.
Just our luck.
Mr. Wright?
Okay, this gives us all the more reason to start investigating right away. Let's see what kind of clues we can find today while there's still time. I'm sure we can find something on the Great Witch Mozilla.
Yes, you're right. Okay, let's do our best to find some clues.
Alright, to the marketplace we go. I don't know why it always has the background image of like the first area we investigated whenever we try to move somewhere new.
Espella, hold on a second.
Huh?
Me? Think you could give me a hand around the place? Things have got a bit busier. I almost said bushier. Busier around here, and I'm a bit short-staffed at the moment. But I have to... Miss Rouge, we really have to get going.
Actually, that might be a good idea. What do you think, Espella?
Well...
You'd definitely be a lot safer here. Just leave the investigation to us.
Okay, I think that's best. Just, both you be careful out there.
Of course, we'll be back soon with lots of info. I'd say it's more safer for Phoenix and Luke to do this because they're gonna draw a lot less attention to themselves. If they don't have Espella, who is the person accused of being the Great Witch, with them at all times. So it's not so much safer for obviously it's safer for Espella too, but it's safer for everyone if they're not if she's not with them, because obviously if she's with them, then they're gonna draw way more attention to themselves. I don't think Rouge really needed any help. I think she's actually looking out for Spella. Huh? She is? Spella has just been accused of being Vizela. Who knows what would happen if she set foot outside in the town. Oh. Spella's already been through so much. I don't think angry villagers and knights with sharp swords are gonna help her. Looks like this investigation's on us, Luke. Let's get out there and find ourselves some clues. These Lieutenant is apprentice on the case. Okay, oh my god, this man. By the way, what was the point of the guitar man in the last case? Was there a point? I don't think there was. Okay, well, let's get back to the marketplace. See what wonders await us out here. Okay, out here. This place is so different during the day. That's what the I think he said bustling, probably. That makes sense for him to have said that. Vegetable vendors, tailor shops, bazaars, there are lots of different shops all over the place. Looks like it's supposed to be the marketplace. A marketplace? Sounds like fun. How about we take a look around while we check for clues? But Mr. Wright. Oh, Luke is super serious. Huh? Hey, Mr. Wright, look! Isn't that Mr. Nidal and Miss Mary standing over there? Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, Bella did say that Miss Mary's farm is somewhere around here, didn't she? I don't see any knights around here anywhere. I wonder what Nidal's doing here. Okay, well, we're in the marketplace now. Do we have to talk to these people? I'm guessing we probably have to talk to these people. Okay, we'll start with Mary. See what she has to say. Fresh milk, Labyrinthia. You won't find a bargain like this anywhere else. Funny joke, please laugh. Oh, we meet again. Are you here to purchase some of my fine milk? Oh, I'm afraid not, sorry. Well, we should have picked some up next time. Anyway, you didn't happen to see any knights come by here, did you? Knights? No, not today. Speaking of which, I heard there was a big to-do over at the witch trial last night. You wouldn't have something to do with that, now would you? No. We didn't do a thing, did we, Luke? That's right. We didn't do anything, honest. Well, okay, that's a relief. We wouldn't want Mummy's little milk muffin getting all spooked because of your antics, now would we? Yes, ma'am. We'll, be careful not to spook your little milk muffin. Okay, that's weird. This is the knight from the first trial, so I guess we can talk to you. Mr. Nidal, is that you? What are you doing around here? I don't remember what voice I gave you because you were not a memorable character. Isn't it obvious? I'm selling potatoes. I see. I shall never forget that fateful day, that fateful witch trial. The truth is, the following morning, I had my entrance exam to join the Order of Knights. Is that right? But the night of that trial, what happened in that courtroom? That was also the night you made me a complete laughingstock. And not only that, because you dragged that trial slowly into the night, I overslept. So you must have ended up being late to your exam, huh? That's totally not my fault. Well, good luck in the next exam, Mr. Nidal. I have abandoned such a title. Huh? I live, eat, and breathe potatoes now. Potatoes are my life. Oh, potatoes are love, potatoes are life. Is that what we're going for here? Okay. The journey of a potato seller is long and an arduous one. You may now address me as Spudley. Oh, okay. Alright, Spudley, I'll take 2 potatoes, please. Yeah, my thanks, Sir Blue Knight. It seems like the knights haven't been looking for us here. I guess not. I really like to stick around and see what other information we can find around here. But the only other people around here, if you look a little shady, if you ask me. All the more reason we should ask. I'm sure they've heard all sorts of rumblings out here. Spudley must be a nervous wreck waiting for us to get back with some information. We can't go back empty-handed, right? You're right. Well then, let's get back on the case. How about we try looking over there, Mr. Wright? Where's over there? Oh, it's a cutscene, okay. Oh, lovely. Random explosion of pink dust. It was a love explosion. Aww, how adorable. Well, that probably killed everybody in town, so that's not nice.
Was that an explosion?
No, Luke, that was a balloon popping.
What could have exploded like that?
Luke, are you alright?
There are any number of things that could have exploded like that, Luke.
Yeah, I'm fine. How about you, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, I think I'm okay, considering.
That's a relief.
What could have caused that explosion? And of all places, why the middle of the marketplace?
Mr. Wright, do you think could a witch have done this? We know they can summon fire to people into gold. There's no doubt about it. This has to be the work of magic.
I agree. At least it sure seems likely.
We should investigate the area of the blast. Let's go, Mr. Wright. I'm sure we'll find someone that'll give us a lead regarding the witches.
Right, and if we come across anyone injured, let's give them the hand, alright?
In that case, how about we split up? I'll go and check that slide over there.
Oh, he probably said slide over there, not slide over there. Okay. Luke, you're not really doing anything for anybody. You're just kind of staring at a random bowl. Okay, you all look surprisingly unharmed by the explosion. Except for this wagon out here got toppled. And these 2 pieces of fruit or whatever, no, potatoes, sorry, because it's potatoes, yeah. These 2 potatoes are stuck onto the side of the freaking wagon, okay? Did either of you see anything?
Oh dear, why do all the strangest things always happen on this side of town?
Always happen? Miss Mary, did something else happen here?
Isn't it obvious? The area was perfectly peaceful before you started trying to defend every witch out there.
I don't believe that even for a second.
You do remember the incident with Robs and Mugs, don't you?
Oh yeah, that happened right around here, didn't it? Yeah, so that event happened before we defended her. Like, we wouldn't have been able to defend her if the incident didn't happen, so how can you possibly tie this to us?
Right on the footpath that leads to the courthouse through the forest. You know, I just remembered something rather strange.
What's that?
Just before the blast, I saw a bright spark in the ground.
Oh, did you now? A bright spark.
Truth be told, I noticed the same thing back when those flames erupted too.
So you saw a spark of light on the ground?
Yes, I definitely saw it. I definitely saw a spark in the ground.
And you say this was before the explosion. Could it have something to do with magic?
I'm afraid I couldn't say. Snowy and I will be staying far, far away from this mess. We're not getting dragged into any trials. Now I have to get back to the farm. I have to go and protect my precious little lovelies.
Oh boy, I see the crazy goat lady still as crazy as ever. Okay, something shining on the ground. Would it be this thing right here?
What's this? It kind of looks like a bell? I can't describe it, but something's weird about this bell.
Small bell added to items. Lovely.
Huh? Hey you! Wait!
Yeah, you just gonna let her run away?
Just a moment!
Why would Luke run after?
Hey, Luke!
Luke has no reason to suspect that. Also, I mean, yeah, that's bound to happen when you're. How did Luke trip over? But yeah, that's bound to happen when you're running with incredibly baggy clothing. That's just kind of like tripping over yourself is just kind of par for the. Ah!
It's you.
Course. So the.
Wait a second. Haven't we seen her somewhere before?
Wait, so are the flames just fake? Because that's okay. So obviously we knew Maya would survive, but Kira survived too? So the flames must just be fake then. The flames are just some crazy illusion.
No way. I don't get it. There's no way you should be alive.
What? Oh, I remember where we saw her. It was at the other trial.
Really, Luke? Took you that long to remember? Okay, so clearly it's that the fire pit is just some kind of illusion, right? That's gotta be what this is.
Weren't you?
Miss Kira.
You're right. It is Miss Kira.
Yeah, she was supposed to have been dropped into the flames. We saw it with our own eyes.
I must go.
Wait a minute, Miss Kira. I just want to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, a few simple questions like, how the hell are you alive?
I must go. Quickly. If I fail my task, I cannot return.
Task?
Tell us, Miss Kira, how is it that you're still alive?
I must go.
It's a simple question. It's just one sentence. That's all we need.
Did you see that?
She just vanished.
Well, she is a witch, so yeah.
Was that the spell Demir?
I don't think so. Remember, to cast magic, you need to be carrying a Talea Magica. And we didn't hear her say any sort of incantation, but I did see her ring that small bell.
That bell? What do you think it's for? Mr. Wright?
Miss Kira should have died when she was dropped into the fire, but she looked alive to me just now. If that's the case, then maybe... Maya! Hey, Luke!
Yes?
let's head back to Rouge's place. I just thought of one more place we need to search.
Hey? But what?
There's no time to explain. We have to get back.
Okay, got it.
Well, this seems like a great place to end the episode now, doesn't it? Okay. So, wow, so we knew that Maya would still be alive, no surprises here. I did not expect the Cure would still be alive. That one, so, okay, so this might end up making more sense then. Because I thought that the game was gonna be like,
You thought I was dead? Thought you were rid of me, didn't you?
and then she just emerges from the flames like a goddess. But no, so clearly the flames are just bullshit then. It's clearly just a facade. Now, why it's a facade, I don't know. But clearly the flames are complete bullshit and they're just fake. Which is probably the thing that would make the most sense out of anything they could have chosen. So, curious to see how this goes. My faith has been restored in the plot. So that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time to catch a roll. But, oh, I should clarify. That doesn't make the scene better. That does not make the scene better. That last scene is still crap. Crash? I combined crap with trash into crash. But still garbage. Absolute trash. But the question of how Maya could have reasonably survived this, that at least has an answer now. So that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for this catch roll tomorrow. For some more Professor Layton versus Phineas Wright Ace Attorney. Goodbye.